What made you ultimately decide to play overseas then? Did you have to have an agent after college and that's kind of what was recommended, or what happened there?
Yeah, so when I was leaving Penn State, I was just trying to make contacts anywhere and everywhere I could. I started with the Penn State coaches. Some of those guys knew agents or maybe knew a couple teams here and there. And, I just kind of threw my name out there to anybody and everybody. I wasn't like an All-American, but I was coming from a Big Ten school. I'd had decent numbers, and I just wanted an opportunity to play somewhere. It's funny because you hear all these numbers being thrown around by guys. Oh man, this guy's making like 800,000 in this country, and this guy's making, 500,000 in this country. And I'm thinking like, all right, I'll probably at least make six figures my first year.
Yeah.
Well, then reality set in, and my first offer was from a team in Holland, and they were like, yeah, we want to offer you like 2,000 a month. I'm like, 2,000 a month? Like, are you kidding me? Like that does not add up to a 500,000. I wasn't a math major, but I'm pretty sure the months it's only like an 8-month season. So I made, like, when it was all said and done, like 20 or 22 grand, like my first year overseas. But once I got over there, I realized, like, it's pretty competitive. I mean, you think about the number of guys that are coming out of school every year that want to play
Mm.
somewhere, and there's very few NBA spots. And so everybody goes overseas if they want to try and keep playing, or maybe they play in like a minor league. And so I was just thankful to have a job coming out. So I actually had a different agent like every year, because agents overseas, like you just, a lot of times you work with different guys. And so I had like one agent my first year for Holland, and then another guy got me a job in Italy my next year. So I said, okay, you're my agent now. And
Mhm.
then I was talking to a guy that worked in South America. He got me a job the next year. So I'm like, okay, you're my agent now.
Oh my gosh.
So like I literally jumped around. I probably had like 7, 8, 9 agents like over the course of my career, and all really good guys. But for whatever reason, I would just kind of go with whatever the best job was in the off season.
That's crazy. I don't have an agent yet, but I joke around with my friend. He's going to be a senior at Penn State this year. I told he's going to be an agent. Like that's what he wants to do. So
Nice.
I told him I'm his first signee. So no matter what, he's gonna be my agent.
Yes.
Like playing overseas. When you first that you knew that was the move. Were you like nervous at all? Like it's a whole different side of the world. And different languages and whatnot. Were you worried about any of that going over?
Um, I don't think I was worried about it, but I was really excited. Like I wanted to get over there. I wanted so badly to play well. I wanted so badly to, fit in and really be a great representative of the U.S. and of, being a Christian, that kind of thing. Because, I felt like if I'm going somewhere, everyone has a different idea of like, what an American is, and some of it's like not so favorable in different parts of the
Hmm.
world. And so, I wanted to at least kind of play my part, and just being the very best, the hardworking guy I could be with whatever team I went to. And so I was really fortunate. I don't really have um, many stories of places where I was like, gosh, this place was miserable. I would never go back there. I mean, I played in third world countries and first world countries and everything in between, it seemed. And everywhere I went, it was just it was unique and different. I mean, I started out going to Europe for a couple of years in Holland and Italy, and then it was in South America for a couple of years, and Uruguay and Argentina, and then had the little NBA stint for a minute. I did the G League at the time; it was called the D League,
Okay.
which was hilarious because all those guys, they all think they should be in the NBA. I'm like, well, there's a reason you're here and
Yeah.
not in the NBA. I mean, many of the guys that had some NBA experience and would go on to play in it, but none of them were going to be all stars. We're all essentially like kind of role players trying to find a spot. And then landed in Japan for like 5 years. When in Japan, like I blend in so well in Japan, as you might imagine, right? As like the
I'm
6'8"
sure.
blonde guy, fair skin, and but Japan was awesome. And then my last stint was in Thailand, actually.
Wow.
And kind of a fun fact about Thailand, I got over there, and I was playing for a team that had a local Thai coach, and super, super guy. We make the playoffs, and right as we make the playoffs, they fire the head coach and they hire an American guy who happened to be Kobe Bryant's dad.
No way.
Yeah. So Joe Bryant, Joe Jellybean Bryant, he was my head coach in Thailand for a couple of months and super, super guy.
That is insane.